How about this right here? A flowering onion, a blooming onion. Those things that we get from the Outback Steakhouse. Hey, I tell you what, we got one right here at Abacos Bar and Grill. That's our flowering onion. Hey, these are little flowering onion petals that, you know, if you make a mess by cutting up your onion, don't throw them away. They are just as good as that right there. Hey, welcome to Gourmet Fishing. I'm your host, David Murray, and we're going to get started on our blooming onion, flowering onion, right now. Let's get started on our blooming onion, our flowering onion, whatever you want to call it. Tell you what, we've got our ingredients. We've got a cup of whole milk and an egg. Get to that one here in a few minutes. But to start, well, of course, there's the star of today's video. It is a nice Vidalia onion, a nice size onion. Now we've got 3/4 cups of self-rising flour. We've got ourselves a 1/4 cup of self-rising white cornmeal. We've got a couple tablespoons of arrowroot, or you can use cornstarch. And right here we've got 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and also a couple of teaspoons of chipotle powder. So that's it. That's all we need to get started. Now, I am going to mix all my stuff up. Woo, almost got away from me. One of these little bucket do-jiggies, and I got a top, and you'll find out why we're going to do that in a second. So here we go. Flour in, just like that. White cornmeal in. Again, hey, not too hard, is it? There's our cornstarch. Now we're coming in with our baking powder and our chipotle powder. So here we go. You could use a whisk if you wanted to. I'm not. I'm just going to give it a good little shake. And this is going to be our fry breading, I guess we could call it. Bam, just like that. Done. We're going to set that aside for a second. Move some of this around and out of the way. And it's going to be time for us to prepare our onion. Now, the first thing we want to do, well, I tell you what, first thing, this is the top part, and this is the root part. We do not want to cut the root part off, because that's what's going to hold our onion together. So we're going to start at the top. Just give that a nice little cut, just like so. And we're going to pull that peel down. Now, next, what we're going to do is just barely cut that root off. And what we want our onion to be able to stand up just like that. See there? Check that out. Voila, just like that, without any help. So now we need to come in, and we're going to begin to peel our onion. We're going to take that first layer right off, and that's the onion part as with the skin itself. We're just going to come down here and just pull that thing apart, and you get a little bit of this I don't know what you want to call that, kind of like a middle skin. So we're going to take that off. I'm going to trim that just a tad, and voila, there we go. We've got our onion. It is prepared and ready now for that special cutting. So in we go here. How is our oil doing? Getting close. I've went ahead and already kind of began to prepare our oil, getting up to temperature. We want to get it to 350 degrees. So let's now come in here. Neat thing about working outside, you can just sweep everything right down on the ground. Now we're going to take our onion, and we're going to begin to segment the onion so it then kind of flowers opening. Listen to me. So come in with our knife. You can use one of these if you want. And I'm going to come in, and I'm going to keep the point of my knife, I don't know, 3/8 to a 1/2 inch away. And I'm just going to come down and take one cut just like that. Now I'm going to rotate this, and I'm going to come back to the other side and do the exact same thing. Just like so. Same thing on this side and on that side. Now, for the most part, we've just kind of quartered that onion. I'm going to come back and make, there it is, right there. So now we've got it in a quartered state. Now we're going to come back in, and we're going to do the same thing again, but in between those quarters, just like so, just like so. And I think, where is it? There it is. And voila. Now, I think it's in eighths if my math is correct. One more time, I'm going to come back and do the same thing, just like so. And what I'm doing is, as I'm, making that cut, I'm pushing it toward the center of my onion, just like that. Let's see, y'all might be able to see it a little better this way. There you go, just like that. You come in just like that, and then push toward the center, just like that. And I think, yep, well, we got to get that one. I didn't quite get that one. Let's see, what else? Yep, we got one more. I think one more. Is that it? Yes, it is. Look at that. It is almost beginning to flour. Now, you may have to come back in and do a little bit of work to it. Sometimes you just got to come back in, and we're going to make a couple of little cuts like so. Just like that. We're going to open it up. Yeah, check that out, man. That is going to be good here in a second. Now, what I like to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to take some of the middle part of this onion out just by kind of working it and snapping the pieces apart. And that's going to be, and I'll show you in a sec, open this up just a little bit more. Sometimes a melon baller, you can get in there and just snap that thing right out of there. For some reason, I couldn't find my melon. Anyway, who knows where that thing is. So I'm going to take this one out. So now what we've got, check that out. Ooh, come here, get out of there. There's our onion, and check it out. It's just going to flower, and it's going to open, bloom, blossom, open right up. Now I've got that little opening in there, so we could put our sauce in here, and we just drop it right down in there for presentation purposes, kind of sort of like they do at the restaurant. Okay, now don't throw these things away. This is some good stuff. I'll show you what I'm going to do with these in a second. Put this right over here. So now it is time to get, let's see, whoa, easy now. We don't need to get that thing too hot, do we? So next thing we need to do, I'll come in here with some arrowroot, or you can use cornstarch, and we're going to dust the onion first with cornstarch. That's going to kind of sort of help things stick together. So I'm going to come in and just give it a good little generous dusting of with our cornstarch, just like that. Make sure it gets in between all those little petals, just like so. Oh yeah, just like that. Heck yeah. Okay. Now we don't want, we don't want it completely coated, but anyway, so we're going to get in here. I'm going to set you right here. Put that up. Clean my hands up just a tad. Come in here like that. In the trash it goes. Now it is time to make ourselves a dipping bath, I guess we'll call it. I'm going to come grab us a little metal bowl. I'm going to drop my egg in. I'm just going to use one egg, just like that. You know what? I'm going to break this egg up first, just like so. Okay, now I'm going to come in. I'm going to add a cup of whole milk, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to come in here and whisk this thing right up. There we go. Everything is completely combined there. I'm going to put this over in the sink. Now we've got our wash. We've got our onion. We're going to make a quick little clean here. Now we're going to come back over here and get back to our fry breading. Oh yeah, everything is completely mixed in there. So here we go. Come in with our egg. Listen to me. Our onion, and drop it right in our egg mixture, just like that. Oh, and now we want to get everything completely coated, completely wet with our milk egg wash, just like that. And you can feel the stickiness from that arrowroot helping out and doing exactly what we want to do. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to rotate this thing down. So we got us a nicely coated onion, just like that. So we're going to try to get as much of the egg wash out of it, our egg milk wash, just like so. Now I'm going to come over. Oh, we're still draining. And I like I like doing it this way versus having it in a bowl because we can cover it and give it a nice little shake, just like that. So now we got our onion in our breading. Now we're just going to come in and give it a nice little, don't get carried away and shake the heck out of it. It's in a piece of fish. So I'm going to come in just like that. What do we have here? Oh man, we got it nicely coated. I will show you that in a sec. I want to get this out of the way in case we knock something over. But yes, and we want to make sure we've got all those little, all our little petals nice and coated with our fry breading, just like that. And I'm going to shake it off, just like, check that out. Man, that is awesome. All of those little pieces are nicely coated. Again, we want to get this out of here. Shake off the excess, and now let's see. Well, oh, don't mess up. There we are. Let us take a look. Oh my goodness, we are way hot, David. What is wrong with you? Whoop. Okay, so that'll be okay. It's at 400. No, it's about 380. So anyway, I like to try to keep it around 350, but this is going to cool it off here in a sec. I'm going to come in. Oh yeah, and just drop her right in there and be careful. Oh yeah, and she's going to kind of sort of open herself up just like that. Oh yeah, looking good. Now you don't want too much oil in your pan because when you put something in, it's going to expand, and you just want to make sure that it doesn't expand over the top of your pan. But yes, sirree, check that out. And you do want it to, for the most part, cover your onion. But yes, check that out. We are back down to about 360. So there we go. I tell you what, that's awesome. It's going to take about 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes to cook this. So while we're waiting on this, man, we got to go back upstairs so we can make our onion dipping sauce. So while our onion is frying away out there at Abacos Bar and Grill, we're inside and we're going to make our onion dipping sauce. And it's all right here. We got 9 simple ingredients. Heck, you might have most of them hanging in your fridge or over in your pantry. It's all right here. We got sour cream and mayonnaise. That's a 1/4 cup sour cream, 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. Right here we've got a tablespoon of Worcestershire, tablespoon of ketchup, half a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and this little guy right here, this green looking thing, wasabi paste. I've made my own right here. This is wasabi powder, and we to make our paste we'll use equal parts of powder in cold water. So 1 tablespoon of our powder, tablespoon of cold water, then we'll mix that up in a little bowl and let it sit for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is the magic number. That gives enough time for all those flavors and that sinus opening pop of that powder to come out, and it's ready to be incorporated into whatever you're doing. Now, if you don't have the powder, you can get the pre-made paste at your grocery store in the Asian section. It comes in like a little tube. Hey, use that, it works just fine. And then right here, we have a teaspoon of granulated garlic, half a teaspoon of chipotle powder, and right there, we've got about 1/8 of a teaspoon of our cayenne pepper, which is gonna just give us a little bit more of a pop when we dip our onion petals in our sauce. So I tell you what, let's get ourselves rolling with making our sauce. So we'll come in here, we're gonna just go ahead and bring our sour cream out of its little container, just like so. Okay, there's one. Now we'll get our mayonnaise, just like so. All right. That was quick and simple and easy. Now here's our tablespoon of Worcestershire. We've got our tablespoon of ketchup, just like so. Our half a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Get it all out of there now. Don't want to lose anything. And here we go. This is our tablespoon of wasabi paste. Yes, that will open up your sinuses, I promise you. And here we go. That is our chipotle powder, our granulated garlic, and our little pop of cayenne pepper. So we're going to move this over here, just like so. And now, get all that good stuff off of our spatula. Just like that. And now, all we do is mix away with a whisk, just like that. Oh yeah, man, check that out. Oh, man, the smell, unbelievable. But that's it, man. Heck yeah, check it out. Oh man, this is gonna be awesome. There it is. So, what are we gonna do? Come in here, put our whisk up. We're gonna grab our spatula, and we're just gonna put that in a bowl. Try not to make too much of a mess, just like so. And guess what? It is time for us to make our way back down to Abacos Bar and Grill for our onion. Oh man, check this thing out right here. Holy cow. Wow, there's our onion. That thing looks awesome. Yes, it does, man. Awesome. So we're gonna let this sit right here for a second. Oh man, let it drain. But you know what we got also we can do? Here, we had an accident when I was cutting an onion earlier and kind of fell apart. So I said, you know what the heck? Why don't we go ahead and do some onion petals? How's that? You know, what the heck? There's no reason to let the onion go to waste. So we're going to come in and we're going to coat our onion pieces. I mean, that's perfect. I mean, that's what you're going to be pulling off of this guy here in a minute anyway. Check that out. So we're going to give this just a nice coating, just like so. And we're still rolling, so we need to hurry up and get this going so it doesn't burn. So here we go, just like this. Now we're going to come back and we'll grab our breading again, just like so. And we're going to add these to our breading, just like that. Oh yeah, and we're making a good mess now. Good mess. Okay, so we're going to come in here, just like that. Heck yeah. So there it is. Now we're going to give it a nice little shake and bake. Uh-oh, might be a copyright infringement. Anyway, that's fine, we won't promote it. So here we go. Now we're going to come in. Still got everything nice and hot over there. You know what, I'm going to try not to burn myself. Grab us a nice spoonful, and here we go. Oh yeah, move that around. See how that oil was kind of just poofed up, expanded? But check that out. Now, I don't believe this is going to take as long as our onion, but man, it could be just as good. So I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these out of here. I think so. Just like that. Oh heck yeah, that's going to be good right there. Just about done. There we are. Again, shake off as much of that excess as you can. We're just going to let these little guys sit right there and cook. I'm guessing those are probably going to be about 4 minutes. And I tell you what, we are close to completing our plating. Oh man, look at that. That's awesome. They are almost done. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off. It's still hot enough to keep going while we begin to plate our bloomin' onion. Now, oh yes, we're going to come in, pick this little guy up. He's still warm. Oh yeah. Wow, that is awesome looking. Yes, it is. Now we come in, we're going to add ourselves right there. How about that? That is, oh, yum, 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 yum. So, okay, we've got him. We'll get him. You know what? We're going to go ahead and stick him right up here. Check that out. Heck yeah. That is awesome. So, now it's time to drain our onion petals. I'm going to move this over here just a little bit. Now we're going to come in. Oh yeah. Oh man, check that out. Wow. Just like so. Now we're just going to set them on top. Oh man. Good eating right here, y'all. Come in just like that. Heck yeah. Little bits of goodies in the bottom. Just like so. Here we go. Just like that. Boom. Boom. And that little guy right there. Here we go. That is hot. Just like so. So, there it is, man. Heck, look at that. We're going to come over, we'll grab ourselves like that. We're going to grab a nice little bowl right here. I was gonna grab them, but I don't think I will. They're still a little warm, but how about that? Just like so. Oh man, yum, yum, yum. Hey, you know what? Heck, it's all going in there. We're gonna get it in there. Heck yeah. So there you go. Now, again, if you make a mess, will you stay in there? You know, with one of your onions, don't throw it away, man. Heck no, you can do this. Come in. Here's a little bit of our dipping sauce we just made. Are you kidding me? Oh man, there it is. How about that? Bloomin' onion, our fried onion petals. Hey, simple, quick, easy. Video down there. We've got grilled dolphin, and we topped that with a pineapple tequila salsa. Unbelievable. Hey, what more can you say? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I tell you what, until next time, God bless, and we'll see you soon.